Alright, hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome back to Human Resources Machine. So, Resource Machine. Sorry, there's no plural there. Anyway, we've got some solutions to work with. In fact, looks like multiple from the same person. So, first and foremost, absolute positivity. Credit to Alexander During for this one. I think this was my original solution, which is pretty close, actually. It's almost the exact same thing. He just optimized it, so he had a jump down to this. And mine had jump nonsense up here. Okay, so let's run through it. It does the same thing. You, humorously enough, actually, you go to the inbox all the way down here. So you pick up it, and if it's negative, you pop up here and you run through these commands. And then you jump to the outbox, drop it off, and then cycle through. Actually, really clever placement of everything. And thank you for this solution, because this fulfills the requirements. 8 steps, and I believe it's, what, 32? 34 steps, actually. So we actually went with the more than optimum route, which is impressive. So, credit to Alexander During for that one. Alright, let's see what else we got. We got, actually, you know what? Most of these are pretty good. Let me roll through and check. Have I done exclusive lounge yet? I don't think I have. I'll have to take a look at that. Anyway. Alright, so next up is the littlest number. I'll do the side levels later, probably as, like, the next episode or something like that. Not entirely sure. Maybe I'll just leave them towards the end of the game so we can kind of rush through the main stuff and then come back for the harder things. Anyway, to reduce our carbon footprint, management is requesting the smallest numbers only. Oh, right, we've done this one. Or looked at it, at least. Oh, there's gonna be a big mess. I remember this. Only the smallest number. Okay, so what we need to do, first and foremost, we're going to go to inbox, copy to... What? Okay. Copy to 0. Inbox, copy to 1. Inbox, copy to 2. Okay, so we've got all 3 values out. Now what the heck do we do with them? We got to figure out which one's the lowest. Now we could do some kind of like crazy bump down thing, but that wouldn't work. We could try and compare them all. Smallest number. I'm assuming all of them are positive, otherwise we might run into some issues. You'll never be given an empty string. Okay, well that's handy. So... So what I could do is, how about sub 0, if negative, copy from 1, inbox whatever, if not, jump past, sub 1, if negative, copy from 2. Otherwise, jump to the outbox. Okay, so if it's negative, we're going to want to do... No, we don't want to do that. Okay, so if it's negative, we're going to want to pick up 2. So if it's not negative, we're going to want to copy from 1. Copy from 0. Oh, shoot. This doesn't work, though. No, this does work. We just can't do sub 1. We have to subtract the newest value. Because that's easy enough. So I'm going to undo that for a second. We're going to add sub 2. Get rid of that. So if it's going to be negative, that means that 2 is higher. Okay, so that just means we need to switch these commands around. There we go. So this is still fine. This isn't. Outbox. Jump. Oh, but it's for every... Oh. For every string. Well, we'll try it for the first one. So if it's... Okay. So the problem is, we copy that to there, sub that to there. So we're going to want to... Okay, so if we do that, then we're going to want to do copy from 4. Okay, now... So that... Okay, the logic works. The problem is it only works for 3 of them. Now, the nice thing is I can just keep this... No, you know what? I don't need half of this. I don't need any of this, really. I just need to compare and contrast the first 2. Correct? And whatever's lower carries over. And we don't have to worry about it. And it keeps going for the smallest number along the way. Okay, so I'm going to copy this. We're going to go to the next one. We're going to paste it. Okay, so we need some of this. We need a lot of this, like, early... Actually, we're going to undo that. We need that up until the inbox. So we want this to loop until we hit the outbox, and then we go. Okay. So we go to the inbox. We copy to 0. We go to the inbox. We're going to have to do copy 1, though, just in case we need to get our... No. No, we don't. We can get rid of that. We don't need that to put down. Okay. So let's get rid of a bunch of this logic. Okay, so we sub. If it's negative, which means the 0 value is higher, we add 0. I mean, this is inefficient, but I'll do it. Otherwise, we copy from 0. Correct? Yeah. Really wish there was almost an add from, but there we go. And then if 0 outbox, you know what, let's put that at the top. If 0, we go to the outbox. Otherwise, jump to the beginning. That should work. Wait, hold on. Okay, so that didn't work. What happened? Okay. Oh. I got it. So the problem is, the problem is, it doesn't loop well. I see. So the problem is, I've got partial logic here. So what we need is something that, okay, so if it's negative, okay, so if it's negative, we add 0 back, and then copy to 0. Okay. That resets it to its previous value, and that way we don't have to store it meaninglessly. Okay. And then if it's 0, we go all the way back. No. That 0 doesn't work. Okay. So this will currently compare the first two values. What if we have 4? Okay. So that loops there. If 0... copy from 0. Will that work? I'm gonna put these redundancies in here. No, we'll never have a null string, so this one's meaningless. We'll only have it there. Okay. So we compare the two. We go back to 9. Compare the two. Go back to 2. Grab the 0. 2, outbox. Did I get it? Okay. The logic seems to be working. I think I got the solution. It hasn't yelled at me yet. And it looks like my sorting system actually works great. Okay, let's boost up the speed and see how inefficient we were there. Probably incredibly so. But you know what? I'm proud of my solution nonetheless. Hey, we got the size challenge. No, we didn't. We were 2 off. Okay, that's not bad. And speed challenge. Not bad, actually. So, it's probably 2 jump commands or something like that we can move. But still, I got a decent solution. I'm happy with that. Cumulative countdown. What is the purpose of this assignment? I think it's something about calculating the volume beneath staircases. We have to put the intern somewhere. Okay, let's see. Tell me more. We have a vast stairwell here. Oh, did you take the elevator? Well, nice of you to show up. Okay, for each thing in the inbox, outbox the sum of itself plus all numbers down to 0. For example, if inbox is 3, outbox should be 6, because 3, 2, 1, 6. Okay. So this is the same counting system that we have. So we'll want inbox. Copy to that. So bump, add. If 0, we go down to that. Otherwise, Hmm. No, that doesn't work. I want to see how this works. Okay, we put 4 down. Then we bump it, add it. Okay. So, let's go inefficient. We're gonna need 2 values here. 0 and 1. This will be our countdown, this will be our cumulative. So, every loop we want to bump down and add 1. Okay, let's see if this works. Okay. So after the add, we want to copy to 0. After the bump, we'll have the that there. We'll have a so if it gets to 0, we'll have copy from 1 0. Okay. And then we jump to the top. Will this work? It gives me 5. Oh, shoot. It's not copy from 1, it's copy to 1. There we go. The only problem is we end up in hell if we get a 0. So, obviously, if we get jump if 0, straight to outbox. This should work. Well, that was easy enough. Oh, and we got it perfectly. Damn. Yeah. I feel good for myself. All right, let's drink some Midnight Petroleum. What? All right, that was different, but not unexpected, honestly. Ooh, we're on the final stretch, sorta. We've got what, 9 levels left before we're quote-unquote done with the game, plus about, what, 8 extras? So we've actually got maybe about 10 more episodes to go. Oof. Then again, this is, what, episode 5? So I guess we're a third of the way through the game. Because my assumption is we're going to slow down hard once we've gotten to this point. But I don't know. With my current progress, we actually seem to be making a fairly good clip. Well, next up is Storage Floor. Year 29. Oh yeah, our character is actually looking older. Big changes are coming. But I see you already know that. Yes, you can now access slots in the floor indirectly. What does that mean? You will see. It's going to change everything. Okay, imagine each thing in the inbox is an address, and each address refers to a tile 0 to 9 on the floor. Your task for each address in the inbox. Pick up the letter that at that address and outbox it. Congratulations, you can now access floors, tiles on the floor indirectly. Observe this example to see how it works, compared to what you've been doing so far. Okay, copy from 12 or copy from 12. So for each address in the inbox, pick up the letter at that address and outbox it. Okay, well, let's open up a new one just to keep that in mind. So we want to do inbox. Copy to 10. Copy from 10. Outbox. Loop? Is this it? Really? This is probably just tutorial. Well, it's not yelling at me. Yeah, it worked. Well, that was easy enough. Was that the most efficient method? I hope it was. I can't imagine it would be any more efficient. Anyway, so we're going to go back for a bit. We're going to tell me more. Management would like to thank you for your efforts. Indirectly. Through me. Funny. Okay, so I don't think I'm gonna have any time. Don't think I'm gonna have enough time for string storage floor. We'll see about that one. Worst comes to worst, I'm gonna take a look at it and think on it for next episode, which I'll probably record immediately after. This is just for the sake of time. Hello. So, special covert assignment. Management is requesting strings from the floor. Let's just process the things. Oh, the strings. And not read or discuss what they say. It would be impolite to read messages intended for someone else. And forbidden. Okay. For each thing in the inbox, each thing in the inbox is an address of a tile on the floor. For each address provided in the inbox, outbox the requested item on the floor, and all following items on the floor until you reach 0. Repeat. Okay. So, effectively, those are the lengths of the string. So, it's a 4-length string. Yeah. So, we want to do... You know, I could probably do this. Copy to 24. Copy from 24. Outbox. Bump 24. Jump. Oh. Jump if 0. To the top. Otherwise, jump to loop. So we put 4 down in 24. Then we grab 4. Throw it there. Bump 4 down. Grab 3. Can't do that. Okay. So, if it's 0 from 24... Let me go there. So maybe I get rid of that. Let's go until we stop. Okay, what went wrong there? So we grab 15. Which isn't... Okay, so we outbacks that. Okay, expected an H. Where's the H from? 5. Oh. And all the following items on the floor. Until you reach 0. What? Okay, fine. Let's just stop. We'll just do bump positive. Is this it? Huh. Well, that was faster than I thought. It's terrifying watching this guy move. Wow. That was something to watch. And it looks like we perfected it again. Nice. Okay. So I'm gonna go back. It looks like it's the same string every time. I'm gonna grab a notepad. We're gonna write this one down. I wanna see what it says. So I can speed it up a little bit. T H E T A R G E T X X X is A W A K E X X X T A K E T H I S. The target is awake. Take this. Stop. Interesting. Well, I gotta applaud Tomorrow Corporation's inclusion of weird fucked up plot mechanics and, you know, bringing it into their games. World of Goo is kind of weird and post-apocalyptic and really funny, actually. Little Inferno is downright depressing as the world was ending from a, you know, apocalyptic ice age. And in this one, apparently we got invading robots, which they already told us about, but if you read deeper, well, it gets deeper. Then again, that's what that weird eyeball thing was. I love that. That's a nice way to add flavor to your game. Props to you, Tomorrow Corporation, props to you. So, I didn't think I'd get this puzzle done. We might actually finish this sooner than I thought. Then again, it's probably going to get a lot harder once we get into duplicate removal and stuff like that. I don't know. Anyway, I'll see you guys on the next episode of Tomorrow Corporation, Human Resource Machine. And as always, thanks for watching.